And a word finally, Vince. Nathan, he's on holiday at the moment. Yeah, I knew he was going to go to Spain. He said to me, I might go and get some sun. I knew he was going to get some sun. How is he at the moment?
He's absolutely fantastic. He's really up for his next fight. The break had done him the world of good, to be honest, Steve. He really could have done with the break. He was a bit drained, a bit worn out. But you've had an hard couple of years with university, 12 championship fights. He's taken out of the boy. So he needed the break, and he's going to come back a lot fresher.
Now, he's a real diplomat, Nathan, at the moment. I'm not saying you're not a diplomat, Vince, but he's a real diplomat. You're you're like a trainee diplomat. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you about Kessler, because when I asked Nathan, he managed to go around the bushes and never been answered me. So I'm going to ask you, let me phrase it differently. You must have enjoyed watching Kessler last week.
I did, yeah. And Alan Green made him look $1 million. It was an exciting fight, and I think the Kessler fight and Nathan is the fight I want. That's the fight that I would love to have, would be Kessler and Nathan.
See, that's why I like dealing with him. He doesn't mess around, Liam. He gets straight to it. Well done tonight. Happy birthday. Well done, Vince.
And what about Chris Eubank Jr. and Liam somewhere along the line?
Hey, listen, we'll go Chris Eubank Jr. anytime against any of our middleweights. That'd be fantastic. And I know one thing. Young Chris and old Chris and Mick, they won't say no to it. Back to the gruesome threesome on your platform of death.
What about Cleverly Maccarinelli?
Well, I'm cruiserweight at the moment, so that's out of the question. But you never know. I got a rematch with Shane McPhilbin June the 22nd. After that, I'm going to drop back down, see how it goes.
You going back in the ring?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I let myself down. I let my recently passed away father down. And I want to put things right, so I got an opportunity. I said on the night that I would give him a rematch, and I'm a man of my word.
Yeah, you see, I listen, a few boxers I've got quite close to. It's your trade, it's your profession, but I don't like to see people that get in the ring get beaten about. Do you, Steve?
No,
you understand what I'm saying?
No, I think I've spoke to Enzo before, and I think he knows, and I think there's a lot of it. I mean, I think it's been more with Enzo, because I think people love him more than most. And there's a love, but you know what? It's Enzo's decision. We've got to support him. I'm sure we'll all be willing him on the night.
Of course we will.
Go and do the business.
There's no question about that. But do you know naturally when the time comes?
Yeah, I do believe, and it was a few things that were going on, and I'm not going to use an excuse because I made the decision to fight, so I've got to put up with the way it performed. And Shane boxed a hell of a fight, and he made it hard work for me. And but I wanted to get back in, and maybe that was the time for me. Maybe that was it, but I had a few things on my mind, so we'll see in this one. I feel phenomenal. I've got a change of trainer. I'm with Gary Lockett. I feel close back to my old self. I'm hitting just as hard as I used to, and I just feel really good.
Yeah, the Gary Lockett gym, they're all winning in there as well, so that must, before you were training by yourself pretty much, weren't you?
Yeah, it's just nice to be back in the gym, and it's a fantastic gym, some great fighters, and just listening to the banter, especially between Gavin Rees and Tony Dockley, who are some great banter, so, it's just a nice environment.
You obviously feel there's a little bit of unfinished business to be attended to.
Yeah, it's a lot of unfinished business, but, I'm a boxer. I love the sport. I look after an amateur gym as well, and I just absolutely in love with boxing. So whether it's taking part or doing what we're doing here tonight, so I just love the sport.
Well, there's the answer.
What can you do? They love it. I mean,
you're not big enough to stop him.
I'm not. We were just chatting earlier on, and he was speaking with the enthusiasm. He's taking 5 of his amateurs at boxing tomorrow, and and he's speaking the same enthusiasm about them as he is about and beating McPhilbin in a few weeks.
We're in Newport tonight, very close to his territory, of course, amongst many Welshmen.